Imagine sitting at the crossroads of your career, feeling the weight of every decision, every investment, every deal, every choice that could make or break the future of your company, your legacy, your life's work. You know there's no room for error. The stakes have never been higher. You see other private equity success stories breaking the surface like myths or legends, and you wonder, what do they know? Is there a secret code? That hidden formula that turns some into legends while others get lost in the noise? The truth? The formula isn't hiding in spreadsheets or fancy jargon. It's buried in things most people overlook. The real struggles beneath the wins. The brutal honesty few dare to embrace. You're not just fighting the market. You're fighting a world built on illusions. They tell you freedom means following their system, the rules, the accepted ways to play. But every time you do exactly what's expected, you stay stuck. Every time you play by their script, they reward mediocrity, not excellence. You know you can't afford to be average, not when the future of your company, your investors, and your own vision is on the line. You have dealt with the frustration of watching good deals fall apart for reasons no one prepared you for. You've tasted the bitterness of missed opportunities that felt like betrayals. That nagging feeling you're chained to processes that carry you nowhere. It's not just business pain. It's a slow suffocation of your potential. But here's the real secret nobody will tell you. Private equity success doesn't come from external luck or rigid frameworks. It comes from a ruthless refusal to accept the boundaries forced upon you by the system. The system that wants you to fit in, to obey, to settle. Success in private equity is, at its core, about breaking free. About becoming a sovereign force in a world desperate to tame you. This isn't about following trends or copying what worked last year. It's about destroying the safety nets so you can finally fly without limits, to unlearn what everyone insists is the way it has to be, and to redefine what's possible. Think about the times when deals felt promising, but the culture inside the company, the stakeholders' conflicting agendas, or the invisible bad habits crushed the upside. Most players just tick the boxes, put on their suits, and call it a day. But leaders who truly dominate private equity know that the invisible threads of human dynamics, culture, and mindset matter more than any spreadsheet or forecast. The real power lies in mastering people, not in controlling them, but in aligning visions, burning away misalignment, and sparking a fire so fierce that it pulls everyone relentlessly in one direction. Because without that, even the best financial model is just a house built on sand. Many see private equity as a numbers game, and yes, numbers matter. But what separates the winners is a primal understanding. They see past the numbers into the human core. Understanding that the greatest risk is never a market crash or competition. It's the slow death of vision inside the deal. Without deep connection, with the right people, the right mindset, you're running blind. This is the secret edge, mastering the art of forging aligned power, bringing together the rare few who see the future as clearly as you do, who burn with the same urgency, who refuse to settle for anything less than transformation. Here's a brutal truth. Most private equity funds don't fail because their models are wrong. They fail because the system they bought into stars mediocre thinkers, smooth talkers, and copycats who stick to safety. They gamble on consensus instead of conviction. The world rewards noise, not essence. It celebrates the many, not the rare. Meanwhile, true leaders in private equity don't chase comfort or consensus. They chase the edge. The few who reject the easy path. They build networks, not just contacts, but savage, soulful alliances of individuals who see beyond borders, beyond titles, beyond the outdated rules that chain everyone else. Because the future of private equity isn't about following the herd. It's about leading the pack by breaking it. Do you feel that chronic tension squeezing your chest? That restless fire telling you there's more? It's real. It's screaming that you can't win by playing by their rules anymore. But the panic that comes with that awareness can be your greatest weapon. It shatters the illusions and wakes you up to what real power looks like. Freedom from the system. That doesn't mean chaos. It means taking full control of your will, your moves, your reality. It means relentless questioning, never accepting anything at face value, rejecting every lie that says, this is how it has to be. The ones who dominate private equity are those who learn to be patient in their rebellion because they know it's the long game. Eternity favors the ones who endure and transform. Now, imagine what could happen if you stop trying to fit into a broken system that suffocates brilliance and start connecting with the few others who refuse to play small. Imagine a world where you're not just a CEO trying to squeeze another quarter of growth, but a leader in an autonomous network of radical visionaries who empower each other. A web so tight and fierce that misaligned brilliance becomes raw power. Imagine that instead of battling isolation, you become part of a rare collective where differences aren't weaknesses, but strengths, where your unique fire finds others who stoke it to blaze beyond expectations. This is the kind of connection traditional systems can never build. This is the real infrastructure missing from private equity's biggest success stories. Forget what you've been taught about scaling noise and building numbers. Forget the noisy crowd praising sameness and imitation. This is about weaving signals, each individual spark placed exactly where it should be, creating an unstoppable wave of transformation. You don't want to be just another investor or manager. You want to be one of those rare signals who lights up the system, pulls others out of mediocrity, and crafts what's next. This path isn't for everyone. It's only for those who burn with the fire to refuse the borrowed life, a fire so intense they'd rather burn than bend. For those who feel the unbearable weight of silence inside and know it's time to shatter the old reality to create a new one. If you're hearing that voice now, don't ignore it. That voice is the first step to breaking the chains that have kept you stuck. You are not here to fix what's broken. You are here to transcend it, to lead where no one else dares to follow. There is no secret formula handed from above. The secret is carved by those who smash illusions, those who dare to be sovereign and critical, those who patiently build a new reality by finding and forging fierce, complementary alliances. Private equity success starts when you stop being a player in the system and become the one who writes the rules. The future will be owned not by those who cling to what's comfortable, but by those who embrace discomfort, uncertainty, and transformation. When you align yourself with the few who burn as you do, who question everything, and who refuse to accept the world as it is, that's when the impossible becomes inevitable. This isn't just another strategy. This is the rebellion that private equity needs. This is how legacies aren't just built, they're ignited. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop surviving and start dominating? To stop following and start leading? To stop settling and start becoming? Because the truth is, the real secret formula is in becoming. Becoming sovereign, becoming critical, becoming transformative. There is no shortcut. Only this relentless fire inside you that can't be silenced anymore. If you unleash it, if you find your true allies, if you commit to this rebellion, there's no limit to what you can achieve. The system forgot us. The system fears us. But together, the few who dare to be more will be unstoppable. This is your call. Will you answer?